Hi, I am Jorge. I'm the creator of Pookie and Tushka, Final Little Piano. This is a book that I created 20 years ago. And in the past couple of years, I've been receiving a lot of messages from adults and teenagers who used to be kids when I released the book. It's been really nice that my book reached people, they have fond memories about it. It's something that gives meaning to my life. I also created a song, Pookie's song, with the book, and I posted the song in YouTube, and people have been finding it after years of looking for it, and they leave a lot of nice comments. Actually, I received a comment from Little Bader 06. He's the one who gave me the idea of making this video because he wrote 16 now and read the book 10 years ago, and I have longed to find this song, and I'm so happy to have found it and the original source. Fantastic book to this day, and it's so cool others are finding it again and going through nostalgia with it because it was in pop culture but yet so darn memorable. I would love it if the author made a vid reacting to all the comments here. So Little Bader, I'm doing a video because you asked me to. And just in case, as you can tell, English is my second language, so when I read comments in English, I'm not really good at it, so bear with me. I am Peruvian. I live in Miraflores, Lima, Peru. This is the Pacific. It is winter right now, but I guess because of global warming, the weather is kind of nice. It should be gray here right now. Lima is very gray, but right now it's kind of bluish, so that's nice. Anyway, I'm gonna be reading some comments, and this is the second time that I'm doing this recording. The first time it says my responses to the comment were too short, so I've been told that I should expand. So I'm gonna try to do that. So it's not like the first time I'm reading the comments. I actually read them through the years. And one last thing I wanted to say is that these 20 years went by so quickly. I can't believe how quickly time goes by. I never released the prequel of the book, which I teased 20 years ago. So I finally wrote it and illustrated it, and I will be releasing it later this year. And I plan to release more books. I'm really gonna take it seriously this time, because honestly, all the comments that I received for the book and the song have been really meaningful to me. It really gives sense to my life, and I feel good if I was able to reach some kids and make their lives a little bit happier. Anyway, I'll start reading some comments. Oh, I got a message from Never Stop Singing about putting my song on Spotify. I actually recorded this part, so I'm going to show you the original recording because I want my true first response to this, and I'll get back. There was another comment that I found where somebody says, bro, put this on Spotify, trying to get lit to Pookie and Tushka or whatever the names are in my car outside of YouTube. Okay? So I did put the song on Spotify. I don't know if Siri will find it, but I'm going to give it a shot. Shazam this song.
Listening.
Nothing.
This sounds like Pookie's song, by the way.
Ah, it found it. Cool. Okay, so I'm in streaming, I guess. Okay, so that was that. I can't believe that the song can be Shazam. So that's awesome. I believe it is available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, everything. So please stream it and share it with everybody. Okay, here's a 5-star review from Danny Moo. Also a book for adults too, not a boring kid read. Beautifully flows from the character's stats of loneliness to his state of happiness found through one friend and music. The other character's paranoia is soothed through his friendship. A snapshot into the beautiful mutuality of friendship seen through that of a penguin and a bear. So thank you, Danny Moo, for the 5 stars. Tushka is always scared, and in my future stories, Tushka is always going to be worried or scared. And I don't see him so much as afraid, but more like he's a drama queen. I think kids sometimes are afraid of things, but sometimes they kind of know they shouldn't be afraid, and they magnify things. And I think sometimes they just want to feel reassured, like a parent or an older brother will tell them everything will be okay. So that's the idea with Tushka. A 4-star review from Nancy, 3-story ice house. I found nice character development and fuzzy feel-good pictures in this story about best friends of different ages and abilities. I would love to be in a three-story ice house, and I was entertained by the clearly categorized facts at the end of the book. So Nancy, this review sounds pretty good. Why did you give me 4 stars? But anyway, I've seen some reviews where people have complained that I put a fire in the book, for example. But the idea is that these are kind of like grown-up characters. So having a fire to keep them warm wasn't meant to be scary. And besides, they have electricity in an igloo and everything. So it's not like it's pretty realistic. And in the book, it says that you have to be careful with the fire. And also, I remember before I released the book, some parents complained to me about the scary monsters that I have in the book. Like they say, oh, these graphics look scary. But I was sure that kids would like them, so I went ahead with them and I put them. And now every time kids start reading and they get to the part with the scary monsters, that's the part they like the most. And I knew that would happen. I was sure that they weren't really scary. It was more like a funny thing. And I'm glad that they liked it. This is a review from Dark Nations 4514. I remember hearing this when I was smaller. Finding it now in my teenage years bring me a sense of calm. I wish I was still that young, everybody left me be, and I was happy. Now I'm struggling to be happy, but this just cheers me up. So thank you for the comment, Dark Nations. I'm sorry to hear that you're not so happy. There's been times where I feel depressed, and music always helps me. So I am glad that the song that I created brings you some comfort. From Christopher Tyler, 1096. I found this song on an unlabeled mix CD back in the mid-2000s that I have long since thrown away, probably around the exact same time this video was posted. Never knew the name of the song, never knew who made it, but I would melancholically listen to this song on my CD Walkman during the dark morning bus ride to middle school. I randomly started humming the tune today, and I could only master the first 2 lines of lyrics from memory to go or a Google search. But I have to say, I'm glad I found it again. So thank you, Christopher. It feels really nice that people remember the song, it got stuck in their heads, and they like listening to them. Thank you very much for that comment, I really appreciate it. From Cynthia San, I've been looking for this song since middle school, and I am now a senior in high school. I just couldn't forget the melody, and I finally found it because of you. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia, for your comment. I've been getting a lot of comments like this. Basically, I get a message per week in YouTube. It seems that a whole generation of kids grew up with the book and the song, and they still remember the characters fondly. I'm glad they're looking for it. 5-star review from Dylan Kavi. Absolutely wonderful. The first time I read it, I thought Pookie and Tushka were adorable. I've been liking this book now. Also, I've learned to play this song in chords on my piano. But most importantly, I like it. This is cool. I mean, I am glad the song came out as it did. I think it came out really nice. Music is a hobby for me. I don't play often. I'm not a person that can just play the piano on the spot. I need to practice the song. I usually play with 1 hand. 2 hands is more difficult for me. I usually just layer the music in my computer, which is easier because I don't practice. I'm too busy with other projects or whatever. So music is something that I usually do when I'm more depressed, I would say. Thankfully, lately I'm happier. So basically, when I need to create a new song, then I take out the keyboard and I start practicing and remembering. And it's interesting that when you create a song, sometimes they just come to you and things fall into place. Kind of like the song was meant to be, I guess. Another comment from Asian Path Walker 9490. It says, here it is. Love this cute song. My little girl loved this song and used to sing along. Such great memories. Thank you, Ancient Path, for your comment. I'm curious if you found the song through the video on YouTube, or was it from the book or the iPad version. I am working on a YouTube page, and I'm going to be posting this song with a new video, and then an ABC song that I created with Pookie and Tushka also, and then I have another song, and then, well, I guess next year will be the next song. So little by little, I'm going to grow the YouTube presence of Pookie and Tushka and put some content, so please check for that. Comment from Miss Bueller. My mother would play this for my brothers and I at night to help us sleep when we were younger. It brings me so much nostalgia listening to it again. I literally looked up atop the world, far, far away penguin, because I couldn't remember anything else. I'm so glad that I found it. Thank you. Awesome that people can remember the lyrics. I sometimes wonder when I listen to the song again, I find all the errors, by the way. But I wonder if I pronounce things correctly. As you can tell, I have an accent. I used to live in the US, so my accent was a little bit better. When I sing, I think I can do the accent better. But I'm not sure if I pronounce atop the word correctly. But anyway, too late for that. When I sang the song, I try to sing as high as I can, falsetto. And then with the computer, I just go and pitch it up. It was kind of tough doing it because I had to sing slower so that when I pitch it up, it would sound better. And it was tough. And also the apartment where I lived, it was drywall, so you could hear everything that was happening in the other apartments. And sometimes they would flush the toilet and then you could hear the water go, running through the building. And it's like every time I would sing and somebody would flush, it's like, I had to stop, wait for the flushing to stop, and then I will continue. It was tough. Another review, 5 stars. I'm not putting any more 4-star reviews. From VV, Pookie and Tushka review. The first thing that attracted me to the book was the beautiful pictures, but the story had more depth than I expected. For a picture book anyway. The characters are very caring for each other, and the story, which is a bit melancholic, has a sweet and happy ending. The bonus CD is a very nice addition to the book since you get to hear Pookie's song, which is what the story revolves around. And this comment is from October 22nd, 2004, so that's 19 years ago. Wow. So thank you that you like the beautiful pictures. Basically, I did everything with pencil drawings for the characters and the backgrounds in watercolors. Again, drawing is also kind of like my hobby, and I do it from time to time when I need to express my art. So for example, I know I'm not using watercolors probably the right way. I think you're supposed to use them lighter, but I use them really thick. And then, I put the pencils, I colorize them, and I put the backgrounds underneath, and put it all together. So it's a little work. Another comment from Moonwolf Girl 999. I always cried listening to this song. I could feel what Pookie was feeling. It was amazing. It helped me have early empathy. Thank you, Pookie and Tushka. So, thank you, Moonwolf Girl. I am glad that the song touched you. I don't like, I guess, when things or art is fake, in the sense that you make it all happy. I don't like when too many children's stories or songs are so sweet. I'm sorry, too saccharine, I don't like that. I like something that is more real. I don't think life or childhood is, well, in my case, it wasn't that happy. Not that anything bad happened, but I didn't feel understood and I felt lonely. So it wasn't like a happy childhood. And I think a lot of kids go through that probably. So I want to show in my work something that is positive, that makes you feel happy, but not necessarily extremely sweet. Something that is more melancholic, more real, like life. Another 5-star comment. It's like I filtered them. This is from JWill48226. This book is a must read for children. So sweet, remains an interesting read for kids and adults. Love the facts section about the Icelands, penguins, and polar bears. Thank you. I'm glad you like the cool facts section. I always want to do something educational in my projects. When I was a kid, I loved learning new things, and I loved when there was bonus content. In the book, it talks about Pookie the penguin, which is actually meant to be a Humboldt penguin, which is a Peruvian penguin, since I am from Peru. And the polar bear is meant to represent my friend Alec. He's from Latvia, which used to be part of the Soviet Union. So Alec is my friend. We used to be roommates, and I created Pookie for a school project that he had where he needed a little character that he could animate for some code. So I created Pookie for that. It wasn't meant to be anything else. And then when I decided I wanted to create a children's book, then I created Tushka specifically for the book. My friend Alec used to like watching Winnie the Pooh, but the Russian version. And there was a song in it where Winnie the Pooh sings, "Ya Tushka, 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 ya botni, niet, niet, niet," something like that, which means I'm a little cloud, I'm not a bear. And Tushka is little cloud. So I figured, I'm naming Tushka. And then Alec tells me that Tushka is with a C. But I had already chosen an S and I liked it that way, so I left it that way. There's another comment from Bella Amy, 5 stars. Or is that 6? No, that's 5. It says, kids love this interactive story on the iPad. So yeah, the story is on the iPad. It's a hardcover, as you can see. There's a version for iPad, for Kindle, etc. I made games also, which I need to update, by the way. There's always a new operating system breaking my games. And this is from Ruby Aetna 3285. I came back here years later looking for this song. I used to love the song when I was 3 to 5 years old, and I used to love the Pookie and Tushka books. Listening to this song years later makes me feel all happy inside. I really do miss my younger years of life. I wish I could go back. Listening to this while writing this comment fills me with so much joy. Thank you so much for the comments. It's great that people are finding this video. I also made other videos, little short videos for educational content I did for Apple. Actually, I used to work there. That was my first real job. And I created some videos and I posted them on YouTube later. And one of them got over 1 million views. And grown-ups keep finding it now and saying, oh, nostalgia, nostalgia. So thank you for that. Another comment from Connor Johnson, 7849. I listened to this every night when I was 5 years old. I am 16 years old now. Thank you, Jorge. God bless. And this one is for 3 years ago. So Connor is 19 now. And wow, time goes by really quickly. It's really cool to see this. There's a comment from Slither Song 030. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. It's giving me the memories. All I can say, oh. There is a comment from Gonzalez Chris 3067. Dang, this song is nostalgic to me. My aunt let me download the book on her iPad when I was 5. I love this book. I am 14 now and have been looking for this book for a while now. I actually made a free version for iBooks for Apple and it got around 700k downloads and the book was in the top 20 for like 8 years. And I guess with all the versions combined that I released of the book and the games, I have over 1 million downloads. And that's unbelievable. To me, anyway. From Didi Catdo. This song was in my head all damn night. Darn you and your awesome music. LOL. What a great compliment to be stuck on someone's head. Thank you. From Biggie Bigger Son 392. I missed my song for a while now. It's been a decade. Me and my brother always argue which one of us was Tushka. So I don't know who is Tushka, but thank you so much, Biggie Bigger Son. From Wade Griffith 8832. This might actually end up in my sermon on Sunday. Though. And this is from 10 years ago. Wow. Well, thank you, Wade. I hope the sermon went well. From Possibilities Around 2964. Oh, that precious friendship that we all seek. Thank you for your comment. You know, when I was little, I always longed to have a really good friend. I feel lucky that I have a few close friends. I've been lucky to find them, hence the book. So I'm lucky and I hope you guys are also able to find close friends. From Ori Hi 2JN, I listened to this song when I was around 6 to cope with trauma. So I am sorry, Origin, you were having a bad time. Thank you so much for your comment. This is basically what I wanted to do with my book and song. I hope that I will be able to help out a little bit a kid who was going through a tough time. I hope you're feeling better now, and thank you for your comment. From the Mini Benji Official 8888. Update the game so it's portable to iOS. I miss the nostalgia of the game. So I'm sorry, I will get to it eventually. It is so much work. I actually do the games myself too. And with the updates and everything, it's always a pain because you have to rewrite it and fix it. I will get to it eventually. And for the Ice Toss Frenzy that I made with the book 20 years ago, I actually been working on a new version, but it's a huge project. So it's on pause for now. I'm gonna put some pictures of it in the video. At some point I will retake the project one day. From Jetherak 9617. Does Pairs still exist? Yes, Pairs still exist. Pairs is my company, by the way. Yes, we've been busy. We've been doing other books, apps, board games, and even events. I have some teammates that help me out. They go to schools or they go to parks and they do events for children and stuff like that. Also, I've been working on pitching cartoons. I'm trying to get a cartoon made of Pookie and Tushka, the Blobbies, the Incas, etc. And it's not an easy task. It's a lot of work, but I am, I'm trying. So Pear's still here. From SkyPanda7317. I remember I used to listen to this song when I was little. Man, I'm gonna be listening to this when I'm 80. And I read this comment and man, that really got to me. Yeah, it really got to me. So thank you, Sky Panda, for saying that about my song. Anyway, there's many more nice comments. It's been tough selecting only a few, but you can visit the YouTube page. You can see the comments there, and maybe you can put your comment. Please let me know how you feel about the characters, about the 20th anniversary, etc. I would really appreciate hearing that. We have the 20th anniversary edition of Pookie and Tushka with a lot of extras, behind the scenes. It's ready right now in Kindle. You can get it as an ebook, you can get it as a paperback. Please check it out or share it with people that have kids that may enjoy the book. I would appreciate word of mouth. The ABC book for Pookie and Tushka is coming out soon for Kindle and also paperback. Maybe when you see this video, it's already out. And the Pookie and Tushka prequel, it's coming also in 2023. And then I also have to work on the Blobbies 20th edition because they're also 20. The Blobbies graphical novel, that's gonna be a lot of work. And I have the Incas the Legend novel, that's gonna be big. My hopes were to finish them all by 2023, but we'll see what happens. And I also have to live my life. So I am a bit exhausted. Thank you for being in this video with me. I really appreciate all your comments. As I mentioned before, it really gives sense to my life, for real. Creating these books have been the best experience for me. So I'm gonna keep doing that because I wanna keep feeling good. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye.